I'm going to warn you right now that while this is a guitar building channel, today's video is mostly not about guitar building. But if you just want to follow me as a guitar builder, luthier in my life and some of the things I'm doing, this is what I'm doing right now. If you'd like to follow the process of turning a block of wood like this into a guitar like this, then you've come to the right place. And if you would like to see me give this guitar away, click subscribe, hit the bell. These are beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Very beautiful. Check out the, wow. This is your logo. Welcome back to Let's Build a Guitar. I am starting today's video in a park in Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, Vietnam. My last video was a whole lot of fun with all the different guitar shops that I found here. Some of the things that I just didn't even think about to say at the time, but you know, there are 30 guitar stores on Guitar Street here in Vietnam, all in just a couple of blocks. That's really kind of cool. If you didn't watch that video, go back and watch that now. This is what I'm doing right now. Guitar building turned to wheelchair assembly and fitting people for wheelchairs as we distribute them. Now the connection to the guitar aspect of it is, well, besides me, the luthier, I was also recently able to auction off one of my guitars to help finance this trip. And so that's part of the connection of making a guitar go further than just being a musical instrument, but to actually change lives. Isn't that just, I don't know, that's just so cool to me. I build a guitar, I turn that guitar into giving somebody who has lived their life on the ground or being carried by a parent, turning that guitar into a transformed life for them. So during this video, I at least want to do what I can. And this is going to be a whole lot more about my experience here in Vietnam, a little bit of travel video, which hopefully is fun, and also hope it's inspiring as myself and a group of other people. This is not something that I'm doing on my own. Believe me, I have got a support system. I've got so many people that have helped finance this, praying for me, and I've also got a lot of guys that are coming alongside, some that I really don't even know yet. I'm so excited to be able to distribute these wheelchairs here in Vietnam. What an incredible opportunity. Thanks for watching. Let's get to it. I think I found some vinyl to go over top of it so that they're cutting some vinyl for me to go on the wheelchairs so that we've got something to go over top of the foam if possible. I'm just doing the best I can. Language barriers like crazy here, but we're getting there. Okay, I have had success. It has gone well. Got what I need. Now we can go back to the hotel here. I am in a market district. It's, yeah, you know, it's a little different than the mall. One of the thoughts that I had about coming here was when I go other places, I like to look for wood, possibly that I could use, you know, some unique woods and stuff. Of course, I want them to be sourced well and not obviously illegal or anything of that sort. Well, that's a problem in Vietnam because it's illegal for me to take wood out of the country. So I'm glad I looked up the laws before I came, because the law says I cannot bring wood home, I can't bring car parts home, nor can I bring antiques home. Those are all against the law. I just made my haul back to the hotel with the foam and the vinyl, so that's all good to go. I got to check out of this hotel in a few minutes, and then I'm going to go check into the nice hotel that I'm meeting the group up. I'm meeting up with the group. Sometimes I can't English very well. I'm meeting up with the group, and anyway, I've got some foam. I got some vinyl, so that's a good thing. But one of the really cool things, I just posted this morning. I posted my last video, and one of my friends who watched it got a hold of me right away, and he and his wife sent some money to help pay for some of these things. So cool. So Corey and Tina, thank you so very much for that. That's awesome. Keep watching, because you'll get to see personally how some of this money gets used. And I can't list everybody, because there are so many people that helped out with making this a possible trip. But I do want to put a few shouts out to Gordon, thank you. Paul, thank you. Lorraine, thank you. Donna, thank you. Oh man, a lot of people. There's so many more, and I'm not going to be able to say all of them, but some of you really gave a lot, and I appreciate it. Pam and Steve. See, I better stop trying to list. Guys, I might not have said your name, but I thank you and give you great praise for helping out. The last video I taught you how to cross the street, but I'll do it again in case you missed it. You just start walking, and you just walk at a steady pace, and people will go around you. Just don't speed up or slow down, and you'll be okay. All right, guys, I got Luke with me now. This is awesome. I'm not alone anymore. And we're just walking around Ho Chi Minh City right now, kind of down in a area, a district that's shops that would be shops for the locals. This is like where you buy a screwdriver. It's not where you buy a souvenir, really. It's good to have Luke. He came in at about 1 a.m. It's pretty late. We are now on our 5-hour journey to Phan Thiết and from Ho Chi Minh, and so we are just making travel. This is our first pit stop, a little roadside. Luke's coming in to say hi and use the restroom and keep going. We hope to get there right around noon today, and then we're going to start to set up shop so it's ready to go. Then tomorrow morning we'll be hitting it hard, putting together about 220 wheelchairs and getting those fitted to those people who are lined up to get them, and then we should have some extras in case there are more people who want to come out and see if we can get wheelchairs fitted towards them, to them, for them, whatever. We're just arriving at the place where we're going to be setting up for putting the wheelchairs together and meeting with the people who they will be given to.
Assembly and then set up and then do the fitting along here, or 4 stations. How many stations do we want to do?
Well, we got 4.
Okay, we do 4 stations.
4 sections.
Well, 4 stations. That's gonna be quick.
I'm here with Quang. Guang is shining, and this is Phat, P-H-A-T,
the truth.
and it means truth. So together they are the shining truth.
So Quang Phát, shining truth.
Shining truth.
Quang, shining truth, Phát.
Right.
Yeah.
And they are with the Christian Missionary Alliance, with CMA. I'm almost embarrassed to show you this, but this is a perk of, I guess, our stay. Yeah. That's pretty nice, huh? But you know what? It looks really, really luxurious, but look, first off, Luke and I are sharing this room.
Cuddling.
No cuddling. Luke, shh. But, guys, 3 nights, $100 for all 3, I mean, total, 3 nights, $100, divided between 2 of us. So, yeah, now you can be jealous. It's okay. It's early on Tuesday morning. We are just getting ready. There's going to be a little introductory service to start things off. People are already starting to come in who are in need of some wheelchairs. So it's, yeah, getting going. This is day 1 of actual distribution. Yesterday we did some building and getting some of the chairs prepped and ready to go. But now the rubber meets the road here. So we've got the excitement in the air of being able to actually connect with some people who are coming in for some help.
Kính thưa quý đại biểu, được sự tài trợ của tổ chức Hope Heaven International,
We are very honored to be here today and very thankful for being allowed to come.
Chúng tôi rất là hân hạnh và chúng tôi rất là vui được sự mời tham dự ngày hôm nay.
We can show love through the gift of mobility and hopefully allow the person receiving it to be free in their community.
Chúng tôi thể hiện cái sự tình yêu thương đó qua cái xa lăng tay, tại vì qua cái xa lăng tay đó thì
Hello. Xin chào. Xin chào. Hi. Yes. I'm here with Phong, and Phong means strong wind, strong wind, strong wind. We're getting, Phong is 6 years old, and we're just getting him set up here, trying to get this adjusted well. Got Jim back here. Jim is a PT or OT. He's an occupational therapist, so he's making sure that we get this set so Phong is nice and comfortable and healthy. Right, just finishing up here with Tan, and he just scooched in. He's 37 years old, and he has been scooching around on his legs, and he just got a ride here, and so We had one last chair and he got it. You're the lucky guy. Lucky guy. My new friend Tao, my new friend Quang. Tao has been interpreting for us all week. What'd you get out of this week? Best part of the week?
Cái gì nó lại coi.
I don't know. So, Quang and Tao, love you. Thank you so much.
Hope to see you again next May. Hopefully to see you next May. Yo.
She was a treasure. We loved her so much. She's so sweet. And that's a wrap. We have done as much as we possibly can do. We were just trying to scrap together wheelchairs as possible towards the end. People are still coming in who needed wheelchairs. The last gentleman that we did, 10 is his name, 37 years old. He's been crawling on the ground all of his life. And anyway, we were able to put a wheelchair together out of parts that were left over. It worked out well. So thank you all so much for supporting us, encouraging us, praying for us. And some of the clients that came in for the wheelchairs, just unbelievable scenarios. There was one gentleman who came in fresh out of having a leg amputated, like maybe hours before, and he had to be sent up to Saigon, where I'm at right now, for having some finishing touches put on the surgery. But he came in the ambulance. They had us get him a wheelchair, and then he was being taken to Saigon to have the rest. So he came with bandages, full bandages on his leg where they had just amputated it. I believe I had 4 gentlemen that had fought in what would be known as the American War here in Vietnam. Back in the States, we would call it the Vietnam War, which was technically a conflict, right? But I had at least 4, maybe more, but at least 4 gentlemen who had served in the military during that time. It just connected me with that whole era of growing up in the 1970s and what I heard about the Vietnam War from that time. I had the question. I asked Luke Russell, who is the director of Hope Haven International Ministries wheelchair distribution. I asked him, I said, so does Vietnam have wheelchair factories? Because we don't just see them around. And he said, yeah, actually there are some really big wheelchair factories in Vietnam. So what's the problem? And according to Luke's numbers that he gave me, so I haven't verified this or anything, but I'm assuming that he's done a lot of research on it. But he said that there are 3 million wheelchairs manufactured each year, approximately. And there are 70 million people in this world that need a wheelchair. So just do some numbers. 3 million produced in a year, 70 million in need of a wheelchair. Well, guess what demographic gets the wheelchair? It's not going to be the impoverished person living in the streets of the city in a third world country. We left some wheelchairs here that still can be put together, but we did fit 168 wheelchairs. Some of those were very quick. Somebody could come in and you could assess it really quick. They need a 14-inch wheelchair, they need a 16-inch wheelchair, and this one's missing a leg, or just easier to fit. And then there were others that would take us maybe 2+ hours to fit the wheelchair because they needed a very specialized chair. Crazy experience. Guys, I'd recommend, if you get a chance, really, it's my opinion that everybody in the United States should spend time volunteering in a third world country. It will change your perspective of life for sure. Well, we're going to just take off for a little bit here yet. We're done with this last week's been the wheelchair distribution. Now we're going to head up to Hanoi. Luke has some meetings up there to talk about more wheelchair distribution possibilities in the future. And so while we do that, we are going to have a couple of good opportunities to go see some of the most beautiful places on this planet. We are in the old town, Hanoi. pretty narrow street. Checking things out. Holy smokes, guys, this is a trip. This is the top of our hotel. It's there's like a bar and grill up here, and so just kind of do a little bit of a 360 so you can see what it looks like as I come around. That's pretty amazing, huh? All right, here I am in Ninh. I can't believe that I'm actually here. This is a bucket list for me to come to Ninh. I think it's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. Hard to believe after watching so many different travel vloggers, their trips here, that I'm actually here. Unfortunately, it's a rainy, cloudy, foggy day. Pretty crazy cool. What an incredible geological wonder. Twee is Philip's wife. Philip is our leader on this trip. Twee is absolutely loving this. She loves water.
I'm gonna cry.
You'll be just fine. There we go. There's Philip right there. And I got Jim over here over the shoulder. Really, guys, I can hardly believe this is my reality today.
Yeah.
This has been a dream of mine for a long time. I've watched so many vloggers here. The one thing is that I like it misty, but if it were nice blue skies too, it'd be really beautiful just to see the contrast of the green with the blues. All right, so where are you guys from?
Iowa.
Sheldon, Iowa. I'm from Sibley. That's like 12 miles. No, it's about 12 miles, right? How
My dad worked in Sibley my whole time.
crazy. Where?
He worked at like an auto body place.
Okay.
Right across from the old A&W.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that is
Loves
wild.
Pizza Hut.
That's crazy. You never know who you might meet on a river in Vietnam, I guess, right? How crazy. So what's your name?
Jennifer Anderson is my last
Anderson. Okay.
name. Yours?
Cool. Good to meet you. Have a great trip. That is so bizarre.
Let's have a
Like-
race.
Yep. I will watch my head. Yep. I'll just lean way back. We'll see if I am able to make my way through here without getting hit in the head here. And Jim too, over there. There we go. It's amazing that it's warmer in here.
Yeah, my gosh, it's extreme.
Wow. Very cool.
Well, this should be like a constant temperature in here for the most part.
Yeah. Stalactites come off the ceiling, stalagmites come up from the floor. Columns are when they reach each other. Alex, my son, I am thinking of you. And you know why? You would love this. But, except for the spiders. That you wouldn't love. But otherwise, I am thinking about you, and I'm thinking about Mammoth Cave and Jewel Cave and Wind Cave and all the caves that we do. Yep. Miss you. Wish you were along. You'd love this. First time I've ever taken a boat through a cave. If you'd like to take one of these trips through the Ninh caves and on this river, it's $10 a person, and they like to have 4 persons per boat if possible. So you're looking at about $40. And then our rower back here and lead, she would go about 3 times a week that she'll take a trip out here, is about how often they come out. But so that'd be $40 a trip, and there's a company that owns the boats, and then they are hired, so I don't know exactly how much they make, but you know, you're looking at $40 a trip for them, so I can't imagine that they make very much doing this. But what a great exercise program. They must have some really good upper body strength for sure. By looking at the landscape, I'm sure it's no surprise that some of King Kong was filmed in this area, which is very similar to Kualoa Ranch area out in Oahu, north of Honolulu. I believe it's north, maybe it's a little east of Honolulu. When I took that motorcycle ride, and I had the ocean on one side and I had Kualoa Ranch on the other side, where Jurassic Park and King Kong and Lost and all of those incredible features were filmed. It's pretty incredible. It's hard to believe. So Luke, tell me what you think of this place.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's very, very, very tranquil.
It is. It's very tranquil. Yeah. In the past, my friend Corey and I have gone down to Arkansas and canoed the Buffalo National River, which is an absolutely beautiful canoe trip. And so I'm sure Corey's going to watch this, and I would say, Corey, this actually is more incredible. I love going there with you. It's been a long time since we've done that. But my goodness, this is absolutely phenomenal. It's been a great trip. Anyway, sign out for today. See what we do over the next couple days. We're going to be going to Halong Bay, which Halong Bay is essentially what we're seeing here, only on the ocean.